Hi, Darren Mangum here, securities attorney with the law firm of Mangum and Associates. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. I like to hop on here now and again to chat about certain things happening in the beautiful world of raising capital, SEC compliance, and the securities laws. Fun stuff. Wanted to chat briefly about this current open investigation that the SEC is conducting into OpenAI, investigating whether investors were misled, which is kind of a typical response. I get questions from clients, why is the SEC looking into OpenAI? I mean, they really haven't done an IPO. They're not a public company. But obviously they have raised capital privately under Regulation D and private offering exemptions. They have raised a lot of capital and will continue to raise capital. And so this is obviously OpenAI is the company behind ChatGPT, which is super fun, very entertaining, very useful actually. Tool, and obviously the whole the artificial intelligence tech boom that's going on right now. But yeah, so this is just a kind of an example of what happens when, even if you're a private company, there's been no complaints from investors that anybody's aware of. No, there's been no whistleblower. There's been no volatility in the stock. I mean, obviously it's a private company. There's no trading stock market. And so this is just kind of an example of what the SEC does when they see kind of a high flying company that is drawing a lot of attention, right? And then also a lot of investor attention, but also they had that really public board of directors spat just a few months ago, where they ousted Sam Altman and said he wasn't being forthcoming and blah blah blah. They did all this kind of in the public eye, right? And so that's kind of embarrassing anyway. Ideally, if you're a private company, you should try to keep all of your board of directors deliberations private, right? But this kind of spilled out into the public domain. And obviously, lots of drama going on, and the board that ousted Sam Altman, then them themselves resigned, and then Sam Altman comes back on board. And so anyway, it's just kind of like a crazy mess. It's like, it's like you have to think like, oh, it's like a police officer walking along the street and they see some commotion over here, and they don't know if it's a bad guy, or they don't know. They just know it's a commotion, right? It's like, oh, that looks kind of out of the ordinary, kind of like a mess over there. I'm going to go check that out. That's exactly what the SEC does, right? They fly along, and then they see, oh, that looks like there may be smoke over there, or maybe I got an investor complaint over there, or maybe there's something there. I'm going to go check that out, which is their job. You can't fault them for doing their job. But anyway, but usually when they open obviously they do investigations, and they sometimes find, hey, there's no wrongdoing here. But if I had to bet, they see a big target, they're going to go after that target, right? And they're probably not going to let go of that big juicy target. OpenAI, they got billions of dollars of investment. They got lots of capital, supposedly, from Microsoft. They're probably not going to let go of that thing unless they extract a little bit of money, a little bit of juice out of that juicy target, right? That's just my prediction, right? If they were just a small bootleg startup that didn't have any money, and they're not even going to pay attention to that, right? There wasn't a lot of issues, right? But likely they're going to try to find something, some kind of statement, something going on. Hey, I think you may have misled your investors, so we're going to make you pay some money. Again, it's not going to be a problem. It's not like, oh crap, ChatGPT is going to get shut down or any of that kind of stuff. Not that, and there wasn't really even intentional fraud going on. But anytime, even if there's no intention to commit fraud, if the SEC feels like there was something there that investors should have known about, or they were somehow misled. Again, intent does not play into it at all. This is not like criminal intent, right? This is just, hey, were the investors, where's their information going on that the investors should have known about that was not disclosed? Again, whether you're a private company, public company, was there information that should have been disclosed that was not? Okay, well, technically that's securities fraud, right? And therefore, we're going to make you disclose it. SEC is going to make you disclose it. And then, because you didn't, we're going to make you pay a little fine. So that's my prediction. We'll watch it. We'll see what happens. Anyway, fascinating world, fascinating stuff. We're excited to, we've got a lot of clients actually that are jumping into the AI space, whether they're doing a private investment fund or they're doing their own technology startup. Certainly glad to help you if you have any of those, if you're in this space or you're interested in that space and putting together some kind of private fund or raising capital. Certainly glad to chat with you about it. Feel free to reach out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.